Okay, guess we're rolling. I'll button my shirt here so you can't see my white t-shirt. There you go, it's much better. All right, so this is Don for Musical Relativity. So I had someone reached out to me, which is pretty cool. Somebody named Andre, I believe they're from Canada. So they reached out, and if I get this right, so as I recall this, so I post some videos, lesson videos on, so far I think guitar and bass, playing on some other instruments. I also post on piano. Now, the reason I do that is because I'm subscribed to a class out of London called Jazz Skills. So my primary focus musically these days is to work on jazz piano. So I joined Sean at Jazz Skills. It's phenomenal. I would say anyone who's interested in playing jazz, and it doesn't have to be piano, it's great. It's absolutely great. Now I'm not going to try to teach what Sean teaches in a video like this, but a lot of the things that I've learned and from Sean, I've been able to, of course, directly apply to my piano playing, but also to other instruments and the approach to jazz, which can seem overwhelming. And if you buy a jazz book or you watch a video, and it looks insurmountable. It looks like, oh my God, you'd have to go, as Sean would say, to university to learn how to play. But I always think back to all those great players. Louis Armstrong. Now, I know that Louis Armstrong studied with somebody. I don't believe Louis Armstrong went to Berkeley or went to university. He learned how to play, as with thousands of other people, men and women who learned how to play. So that's really what my focus is trying to teach people, show people approach to how to play. So anyway, so what Andre saw one of my postings for my jazz class, which I have to post to YouTube to so that I can send a link to Jazz Skills. This is amazing. Jazz Skills. I live in Rhode Island of the USA. Sean and Jazz Skills is out of London, and here's Andre in Canada asking basically this question. In the video, I was playing Autumn Leaves, and I did it in 3 different keys. What Andre asked, if I'm recalling this correctly, was if I could take what I was doing on the piano and apply it to a bass lesson. So I said, that's cool. That would be good for me to kind of get my head around that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Autumn Leaves in E minor, which is E minor is the relative minor of G. And I'm going to use the number system. Now, if you're not familiar with the number system looks like this. And I can't explain it all to you in this video, but perhaps that's a video for another time. If you want to stop, pause the video and copy that if it makes sense to you. If not, maybe I can do another video on it. If people are interested, reach out the way Andre did. But basically what the numbering system is an approach that lets you learn the chord progressions, because the first thing that people try to do is memorize all the chord changes. Excuse me for a moment. They try to memorize this, and that's all great, except that it's much easier if you're thinking about it in terms of the numbering system, because a tune like Autumn Leaves is built around two 2/5s, a 2/5 1 and a 2/5 of 6. It's okay if you don't understand that, but when you think about it in that way, that's how I was able to play it in 3 different keys. And I said to Sean at Jazz Skills, I said, 3 keys, is that enough? And he says, yeah, that's enough. Move on to whatever else I was going to work on. All right, so if I can kind of simplify this, I'm going to play Autumn Leaves in the key of E minor. Now, E minor, and E is the relative minor. You hear the term relative minor, it's the 6th of that scale. So what do I mean by that? Let's start with G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. I have some previous videos on bass that you can look at if you're not sure of what I just did. But I'm going to count the scale, like do is 1, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, mi, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, and my 1 here is G, because it's in the key of G. So when I play a 2/5 1, I'm going to play, here's the 2. There's 1, 2. My 5 is here, and then my 1 is here. So a 2/5 1, which jazz is built around. And you can use your ear to hear if that's right. Bass is not like a piano where you hit the button and it plays. So this Autumn Leaves is a 2/5 1. Goes to the 4. And again, you can go to my other video, but I can't explain everything I'm doing here. I'm just counting the scale in terms of 7 notes, the 8th, of course, being the octave. So the 4 of the scale is kind of allows you to go wherever you, in different directions. And then I'm going to play, and I'm going to say this 2 ways. I'm going to play the 2/5 of 6. If you understand that, great. Or I'm going to say it in terms of this. It's the 7/3/6. 7th tone of that scale to the 3rd tone of the scale to the 6th tone of the scale. Why would someone learn this way instead of A minor to D7 to the G major 7 to a C major 7 to an F sharp? You should be able to hear that. To a B flat, to a E minor 6, to an F sharp half diminished. As bass players, we move around based on the chord progressions. So I'm just going to play, I'm going to turn, I have jazz, this is, what is this? iReal Pro, fantastic, for $14. You can get every jazz standard ever written, plus other tunes, and you can have them at your disposal. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. I'm just going to hit the 1s. I'm just going to hit the root notes of each chord. I'm not going to be moving around and playing on the offbeat. In this way, you can see the pattern. Okay, so here goes. Autumn Leaves. Outside my window to the 4, autumn 7 to the 3, to the 6, which is the E minor. I'm going to do that again, and it's going to go autumn leaves outside my 1 to the 4 to the 7 to the 3 to the 6. That's a minor 2-5-1. Now, okay, we're gonna go, went away, 7, 3, 6 again. Just repeat it. Now it's the major 2-5, 2, 5 to the 1, to the 4, and back to the minor 2-5, my darling. Got some space there. We talk about that. Autumn leaves to fall. That's the whole thing. Let's do it again. Boom, boom, ba, ba, doom, ba, doom, ba, doom, ba, doom. Boom, ba, doom, ba, doom, boom, boom, bam, 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 boom, bam, bam, ba, doom, bam, boom, bam, ba, doom, ba. Major 2-5. Okay, B part. And then you went away. This is the minor 2-5 to the 6. Major and boom ba da ba doom ba 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 boom 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 to the 3 to the 6. All right, last time. There's autumn leaves outside my window. Just playing the hits. Autumn leaves of red and gold. And your hands, summer's kisses, their sunburned hand, of which I hold. Since you went away, days go long. And I'm just walking along, but I gotta be at the right place. I'm just walking through that, but I know. All right, so that's Autumn Leaves. Now, the beauty of this number system and this style is, look, if you want to, let's play it in another key. I didn't practice in another key, but you could just slide it up. It's the same pattern. Autumn leaves outside my window. Autumn leaves. And as far as I think Andre had mentioned walking the bass line, so you can walk all through of that. Autumn leaves outside my window. I'm not deviating from the scale. I'm just staying in there, but I'm trying to end up on the root of the chord. So again, all of this bass, some things may have been over your head. If you're learning bass, look at my other videos. But as I always say, there's not a lot of bass players, and life is short. So try to get your head around it. This number system is really the way to go if you want to play jazz and even in other styles. So often I'll say, people, I'll be jamming with people in a bluegrass setting or so, and they'll say, okay, this one is D, 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 F, G, D, D, F. It's like, I just like play, man. You gotta remember that. But if someone says it's a 1, 4, 5, there's a 2 minor, a 3 minor, a 6 minor. Ain't gonna be all of them, but if it's a minor, it's gonna be the 2, 3, or 6. Anyway, I'm going on. All right, so if you like this, hit the like button. I think I have 49 subscribers. I'd love to get 50, so get a nice round number there. So hit subscribe, and if, like Andre, my buddy Eddie, if you have a question or you got an idea, I'm a retired science teacher, so I've been playing music for over 50 years. I taught science for 36, so my approach is kind of taking the critical thinking scientific approach and apply it to music. All right, happy picking. Peace.